Well, folks, it looks like Jeffree Star has finally dipped below 15 million followers on Instagram, and I think he's got no one to blame but himself. Well, perhaps also his bestie, Shane Dawson. Hi everybody, my name is Deb. Welcome back to the best channel on the internet. If you're new here, hello. Please subscribe if you want more content like this. Don't forget to like the video and leave me a comment. And if you are already subscribed, you can follow me on all social media at CodeDebYT. I will be returning to YouTube with film videos featuring me, myself, and I, starting probably from the next one. But we're going to do one more voiceover video because we have the little bit of breaking news here tonight on the Instagram situation with Jeffree Star. Now, if you haven't already seen my last video, it was also about Jeffree Star, and it was about how his ex, Nate, might be a key witness in a trial if Tati Westbrook decides to go ahead and sue Jeffree. We've seen I would say now 3 of these key players, that would be Tati, Jeffree, and Shane, do relaunches of merch without any promo. I saw an interesting video from Truth Sleuth where she theorized that perhaps these major players were dropping products and not promoting them so that they could show a loss in any potential future legal matters. But however, tomorrow Jeffree is doing a big sale, and he is promoting that. He's gone so far even to have his makeup artist, Boom, promoted on his story. But anyway, I think the reason that Jeffree is losing followers and James Charles is just gaining and gaining and gaining is quite frankly that James is just coming across as very genuine and very entertaining. And Jeffree is coming off and he's doing everything that he did as Jeffree Star a few months ago, but it's just not working now. You know, he took a big break from the internet when all the scandal kind of broke. He came back. He did what many would consider a very poor apology video. A lot of people thought it was very staged with the weird yellow couch and the placement and the way he sat. And he just did not come across as sincere. He did not come across as genuinely apologetic. And then people were upset with how he used his platform in that apology video to address other issues. And some people call that deflecting. And then immediately following his apology video, he popped right back on and just, he told us he's changed, but he popped right back on and just did the same old Jeffree Star, ostentatious stuff, showing off a million wigs a day. And unfortunately now we're hitting the point where a lot of people are really hit hard by this coronavirus. And, the people who are on unemployment, they just had that extended benefit run out. People, we've just had like the limitations on evictions and things like that run out. So a lot of people are having a hard time and they don't really want to see Jeffree Star spending $30,000 on a robe or whatever it is. They want somebody who's a little bit more down to earth. And so I personally think that's why people are still having a hard time with Jeffree Star. And I don't know exactly why he's doing a big sale tomorrow. If it's because he really truly does need money because he didn't make, I'm guessing, as much money over the summer given that they were shut down. And he made a big deal about saying how he kept all of his staff on, which if he did do that, that was very cool. Also, there is the potential loss of money from this theft last year, although some people were saying that the theft was faked. I'm not going to get into that, but if he did lose a lot of money from that, he would need to make that money back. Also, there were a number of times last year where there were certain issues, such as on a mystery box, where they sent out stickers instead of a product and he refunded everybody. And maybe he was over generous in the refunding, not anticipating all the problems that he would have had with the Shane Dawson conspiracy collection and the being dropped from Morphe and all the financial, I don't want to say hardships, but, challenges that this new situation might bring. So he might be needing to raise some cash really fast. They also did some sort of restock on the Shane Dawson site today, which is kind of slick. That one was not promoted by Shane. But there is some merch up there. Meanwhile, I'm also wondering how many people who were maybe going to buy Jeffree Star Cosmetics are now redirecting their money to other products like the new Patrick Star. That's what I did. I just bought a bunch of Patrick Star tonight, so I'm not buying Jeffree Star on sale stuff tomorrow. I've already just spent money on Pat McGrath, which was on sale earlier this week. So I shouldn't have even spent that money. But I did want to get the Patrick Star stuff because, hey, I want to try the new stuff. And does this mean like that, maybe Jeffree's time is come and gone? No, probably not, because 14.9 million followers is still a lot. Even if he drops more and more, he's still going to have quite a number of followers. He's going to have a big audience, but he may have to scale back on his ambitions and the money that he reinvests into his company. He announced today that he's going to be starting a new skincare line, and we'll have to see how many new products he actually comes out with, because he's got to go through, I would say, a period of rebuilding and put his following back into a forward momentum, and he's got to do something to stop alienating the audience. He's stopped attacking people, which is good, because if you really think about it, like back in the day when he was like, when somebody would say, look, I didn't get my package, and he would scream at them on Twitter, or there was definitely a time where people would complain about, I didn't get my package, and he'd say, well, don't DM me, you have to DM my customer service. And it's like, well, dude, at the end of the day, even though you're not answering every email, your name is at the head of the company. So you got to deal with that in a better way. So I think to a certain extent, there's some people that have been burned by Jeffree Star Cosmetics. There's some people who never liked him. There's people who, sort of, when all this scandal with and he started getting, his name started getting mentioned with this Davi Vanity person. There's his tie-in with Shane. There's just a lot of negative tie-ins with Jeffree Star right now. It doesn't mean he doesn't still have the people who love him. It doesn't mean that people don't still love his product, but it does mean that there are people who out there who aren't, the 100% loyal stans who are going to take their money and go, hey, I'm going to try Patrick Starr's palette. I'm going to try whatever the next palette that comes out is. I'm going to make a choice as a consumer, and I'm going to choose to not purchase from this person. Or I'm going to make a choice as a social media consumer, and I'm going to choose not to follow this person because what they're showing me on the daily isn't even entertaining to me. It's not what I want to see. I'm bored with it, whatever the reason. This is something that he needs to sit down and figure out hopefully with a professional team, and hopefully he can turn it around. And big props to James Charles for, having turned it around, a year ago, and he's on top of the world now. I guess one thing we're learning is social media and following and all of that is very cyclical. So you can't really build a business just based upon a social media following. And of course, we have people with huge social media followings or huge subscriber counts from years ago on YouTube who don't even get very many views today. So you got to really have that relationship with your customers, with your audience, and also don't get over ambitious. Guys, thanks for listening. My name's been Deb. Please like this video, subscribe, and I'll see you very soon with some more tea. Bye. And thanks so much for just hanging in there with this little bit more of a podcast style, low edited video. Let me know if you want me to do more of these, because definitely I do have a lot of thoughts and opinions. I don't always share them on YouTube just because I don't have time to really sit and edit a video and put in the screenshots and put in the receipts. But if you want me to just get on here, I'm not going to do a whole separate podcast channel or do a Patreon or anything like that. But if you want more podcasty style videos on my channel, let me know in the comments, or if you want me to continue to do the more edited ones, or I'm going to say continued, but I haven't really done those in a while, but I will be getting back to doing those. But yeah, anyway, if you would like a good mix of, in order for me to get more content out, just for me to be able to do some, more voiceover videos. I don't know about you. I found I spend a lot of time, I have YouTube Premium, so that means I can listen on the app and just sort of close off the app on my phone. And so for that reason, I do listen to a lot of YouTube throughout the day, be it if I'm folding laundry in my thrilling life or standing in line waiting for some Shake Shack food, whatever it is. I try to listen to a little bit of YouTube. Obviously, some videos are extremely visual and they need to be watched. But if it's just like somebody's sort of like happy vlog that's just sort of going to put me in a good mood, I don't need to see every minute of it. So let me know what you think about that. And thank you again for listening, watching, viewing, being there, staying here, and all of that.